Social behaviors are parental and reproductive behaviors that we tend to have to help us come out of depression, to help us come out of emotional traumas. A social person tends to have this lively self, this lively me at all times. Like once you are social, you tend to be free and nothing bothers you at all. When I am having, or when someone is having this social behavior, you see that person up and doing because he or she doesn't think of anything. Like what bothers him is just how to make myself happy, how to be happy on my own, how to be happy around people, or how to make people happy due to the kind of lifestyle you live. In such cases, most people or most persons tends to feel when you have this social behavior, when you feel or you live this way, they see you as maybe a wayward person just because of the way you live your life. They see you as a wayward person and they feel this one is not well brought up, or the parents just left this one to live his or her life, not knowing at some point this behavior makes us feel less stressful to ourselves. I think I am having a condition. I like to make or use myself as an example to whatever I'm talking about. I am having a condition. I should want to be around people that will help my state of health, that will help my mindset. I would want to be around people that will build me up positively. If peradventure I see a lively person, a sociable person, I would want to attach myself to them. Attaching myself to them doesn't mean I am going to learn the whole, or I would want to do whatever, even if it's wrong, that person is doing because that person is social. That person is a lively and a jovial person. Being around that person because of my health condition is just for me to ease that stress, to ease that depression and emotions that is coming up for me. Because at times if I stay alone, I would want to start thinking of my condition. Like my conditions come first at mind. You start thinking of so many things you wouldn't want to think of. But when you are around people that are social, people that have that behaviors, that have that attitude to make me get away from my sorrows, to make me get away from my depression, my health condition and other things, I tend to think it's better I stay around them to just ease myself that stress. I think at times it affects us positively. It affects us negatively. That is, as humans, we should know what is best and what is good for us as humans. I am mingling with this person because I like this person's charisma. I like how this person is. I like how this person does his or her thing. Doesn't mean I'm going there to learn everything about this person. I pick those good vibes of that person to roll with, and those good vibes of such person would always want me to be around that person at all times.
I have sickle cell, but I'm not a sickler. An individual like me is not stigma. A perplexing circumstance of my enigma has me friends stereotyping and not understanding. Family empathizing but not contributing. Ladies admiring but not loving. Engaging but not indulging. I have a condition, but who doesn't? It may be malaria, typhoid, or hepatitis. I keep defending I am not a disease, but human. Also endowed with genes and DNA, bone marrow, genotype and blood type, veins and bones, heartbeat and brainstorm. I've got a life and I'm living it. Except I'm dead, I'm as human as any other, carrying my cross lighter than that of others caught up between life and death, yet seen as a human defect. I may not be an athlete or bodybuilder, but I can be a doctor, scientist and an artist, fulfilling my own purpose. I am sickle, not cursed. Neither am I a walking corpse. And until I am dead, I live with my condition because I am as human as any other. Just human.
I have sickle cell disease, but I'm not a sickler. I am a lady, not a walking corpse. I am a girl, a lover, not a pandemic. Guys admiring but not approaching, crushing but not toasting, lost in my vulnerability, following my friendship. I am a woman, not a spirit. I am a mother, a wife and a guardian, not a pawn. I am human enough to overcome the stigma of my stereotype. I have a lot to offer because I'm not a weakness. I am reproductive enough to offspring greatness with enough breast milk for nurture. I can be a lawyer, architect, or a scientist. I am a friend, a girlfriend, a lover, a companion. Beautiful, pretty, or whatever. Going places, overseas, or wherever. Until I am dead, I live with my condition. Because I am as human as any other. Just human.
My own notion I used to have about sickle cell victims, like they are called the warriors. The notion I used to have about them was really they are walking corpse. This one will not survive, say 30 years or so. But coming to have a close contact with them, I know like they are the best people to be around. Once you show them that love, affection, they are the best people to be around. I have a case in my own house as it is. What is keeping him presently is just the love and affection he gets from family, the love and affection he gets from friends. If, as a warrior, you are to mingle yourself with people, trust me, you need to be around people that will influence you positively. You need to be around people that loves and cares for you, not people that talks you down due to your illness. Whoever you are staying close to needs to be there for you at all times. So whatever it is you think is your situation, just be close and around those ones that will show you that positive love, that will show you that care. I think with that, it even makes them live more healthier and they have long lives.
My name is Mark Theoden. I'm a clinical psychologist.
My name is Usman Joy Danjuma. I'm a counseling psychologist.
My name is Vanfa Haruna Mamdam. I'm a conflict manager.
My name is Awaita Atebo. I am a freelance screenwriter.
And I'm living with sickle cell disease. But I'm not a sickler.
I have sickle cell disease. I am not a walking corpse.
I have sickle cell disease, but I'm not a sickler. Neither am I a walking corpse.
A sickle cell patient is not a walking corpse. We're all human. I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor. I'm human and I'm a survivor.
At this point, I would say, let me use the case I have at home presently. There are some things he's restricted from. There are some things you wouldn't want to find him doing because you feel his condition is like this, his condition is like that. So if he's around other children playing, there are some things he himself will tell himself, I can't do this, these children are doing. Sometimes he comes home crying like, I cannot do what these other children are doing. Why is my own situation different? And I'll be like, at your age, you're already thinking about this. How about those ones that are more than you? What do you think they've been going through at some point in their life? So what I would say is, in respect to people's opinion or people's relationship with a warrior, I feel at a point or at some point, if you know what this person is going through or you know this person's situation or condition, you yourself, you should be able to talk to yourself to assist that person in doing what he or she likes and what will not trigger the person's condition at that moment. For instance, I am a sociable person, and we tend to understand that most people we see being social, they do so many nasty things. That's when the juvenile cases comes in. They do so many nasty things whereby they do drugs and other things. Then you feel because they are your friends and this thing they are doing is sociable and you want to indulge yourself, knowing fully well that this will affect you. Trust me, if you have good set of friends that wants to see your happiness, that truly loves and cares about you, they would stop you from that, because they know whatever it is you do will trigger your ailment. So at that point, if they truly love and really have these genuine feelings for you, they would help you abstain. They will help you stay away whatever it is they are doing that is not of good and importance to a warrior. I have been around a warrior and I could tell you the feeling, what they feel, how they feel. It's not something one will joke with. How they feel is not something one can mock them with. It's seriously pathetic when you see a warrior in his or her critical moment. At this point, that person needs serious, he needs serious attention at that point, whereby he gets someone that talks to him. Because at a point, it can be depressing. Really, at a point, it can be depressing. I am all over warriors, and I have made up my mind I want to get married to a warrior. Like, it's a psychological issue here. It's not really by maybe you have your own personal issues, something happened to you. Like most persons will say, heartbreak made me have psychological issues. I know some heartbreaks are so painful that you have to go into depression, but this situation is really depressing. At this point, I think he needs a psychologist to just aid him out of what he or she is going through. He needs a counselor to talk to him, to give him reasons to know what he is doing. It's I don't know the English to use concerning that, but honestly speaking, what he is doing is what even a person that thinks he's helping or helping the society, it's doing, taking care of warriors or being around warriors, seeing their pains and everything. Seriously, at this point, that person really needs a counselor, a psychologist to just tell him more about things aside what he or she is seeing around him to aid him make up his mind properly. Because I don't know, but I have this thing for maybe you see someone with a big tummy and is slim, like you just tend to, there's this thing with the hands I noticed, then you tend to feel this person is a sickler, like this person is a sickler. And honestly speaking, I used to be scared of them. I wouldn't want to have anything to do with them because I feel I can just be around this person and attack will just come. Where will I start from? How will I do? What is the remedy? Unlike an asthma patient where you know when this person comes, when this thing starts, you just want to get an inhaler to help the person. But at this point you feel, what will you do? But coming to have such in my house, I just noticed they are one of the best people you should just be around, knowing much about them, studying them, going through research concerning them will help you know how to relate with them, will help you know what to do around them. Keeping them as friends also will help you a whole lot to know what to do around them. At some point in our lives, I feel family will not be there at all times because we grew up, we would want to live our lives and stay away from family. At some point in our life, friends are valued individuals in our lives. But still, at some point, we as individuals, we have the final say concerning what we want, what we wish for ourselves, how we live our lives, and what we want to do at all times. Yes, a warrior takes drugs. A warrior has been taking drugs for God knows how long. And as long as they live, they continue to take drugs. That is the notion of the outside world. That is the notion of the individual. You don't know what a warrior is going through, then you tend to feel they are drug addicts because they take drugs. Yes, it's one of those things. It will aid them to become addicted to the drugs they take. At some point, it will not even do anything. There are some of them I know that the drugs they take no longer works for them. They have to go higher. You don't tend to crucify them. Instead, you find a way to make them understand what the drugs they are taking will do to them. That is if they don't know what they are getting themselves into. But I don't see a warrior that takes drugs and would not know what the drugs is meant for. You can't just sit there and want to condemn someone that is ill, that takes drugs all his life. You call him a drug addict. It doesn't make sense that way. That is why I say, for me, your statement wouldn't push me to do what I am not supposed to do. I take these drugs because I need to take these drugs for myself, for my health. I need to live for people that cares and loves me. So your statement wouldn't make me do what I shouldn't do. At this point, I tend to avoid such persons. If you're not adding any value to my life, I tend to avoid you just for my own sanity as it is.